think that's a little bit of an exaggeration, don't you think?
No, I don't. And if you both don't agree, then why are we here?
So that we can do something about me being discriminated against. Now, can we get started?
All right. Now, the first thing we want to do is file for an injunction, stop all work on the project. Then we'll sign you up as part of my class action suit. This is not the first time this has happened.
Feels good to fight back, doesn't it, Shug?
Wait a minute. We're just here to find out what our rights are. We're not here to be a part of any kind of class action suit or anything. We're here because Sims Construction has been discriminated against this one time.
3 times, Mary Elizabeth. 3 times.
What Mrs. Sims does not seem to understand is that by the year 2050, white folks will be the minority in this country.
By 2050, I'll be dead. I bet the white male minority that is left will have figured out a way to survive.
Morning.
Oh, hey, boss. Dr. Hirayama called. She's got a cancellation at 4 o'clock.
Call her back and take it right away.
I didn't know you were sick.
I'm not just a psychiatrist. My doctor referred April after he couldn't find anything physically wrong with her.
Well, how about the fact that she looks nothing like Madonna?
I would appreciate a little compassion from you. She has a few problems, like all of us.
I'm sorry. It's just, couldn't she pick somebody like Lauryn Hill? Oh, A.J. Kearns wants you to call him back right away. He said you had his number.
I think I better meet him face to face on this one.
It's a nuisance suit. I'm tempted to sue back for harassment.
Don't forget to get that tile bed today, sir.
Those pissants think if they whine loud enough, somebody will take them seriously. Looks good, Joe.
Thanks.
Every day that project gets held up costs me thousands. They're getting this injunction over our dead and lifeless bodies.
There's just one problem.
There's no problem, Rene.
I can't represent you on this one.
Why the hell not?
The plaintiff is a friend of mine.
Let me ask you one question. What do you think of this?
Personally, I don't agree. Professionally, I understand.
How much work did I give you last year?
That's 2 questions.
I'm serious, Rene.
I'm sure you are, and I can recommend half a dozen great attorneys in Birmingham with no ties to the opposing side.
Let's talk about our ties. Let's talk about my father putting your father on retainer 30-odd years ago.
I'm not saying that I don't want to continue representing you.
Good. Then get out of here and fire off a response to this waste of a tree.
Hi. Want a drink?
No, I'm driving.
Thanks for coming. I want to talk to you about this whole thing with Colliar before it spins totally out of control.
I think it's spinning out of the solar system at this point.
I couldn't agree with you more, considering this whole thing got started because I supported my community.
Nepotism, if you ask me.
When you people hire each other, it's
You people?
acceptable nepotism. When black people hire each other, it's call an attorney, reverse racism. I mean, sometimes I swear you forget I'm black.
Collier lost this bid because he's white. Don't fault him for trying to find out what his rights are.
Come on, that table's ready. And why'd you guys have to go and hire a David Duke wannabe?
How do you know about that?
Kearns is my client.
Great. Make him an ex-client.
No, it's an important relationship, M.E.
There you go again. Just putting our friendship at the bottom of the heap.
It is at the top of the heap. That's why I'm sitting here trying to find a solution before this gets ugly.
I think it's too late for that.
Can't you talk Colliar out of this lawsuit?
Why would I do that? I'm the one who told him to do it. Besides, I think he's sort of right.
What do you mean, sorta?
When someone treats a person different because of their race, that's discrimination.
And it's reverse discrimination now because white people are suffering instead of black?
What do you think? Black people got a monopoly on suffering?
No, but we have a hell of a lot more experience at it. And equating 300 years of slavery, discrimination, and racism with losing a drywall contract is insulting. And don't you tell me you disagree.
That's not what this is about at all.
Well, that's what Shackelford is going to imply. He sees any opportunity given to black people as a setback for whites. Losing power is what he's afraid of, and he will use any legal argument to hold on to it.
Isn't there some kind of rule against us having this conversation?
Well, this is a fine time for you to become a stickler for rules.
Well, there's about a million other things we could talk about. I bought that juicer.
Like it?
Very much. Especially the orange apple banana protein drink I made up.
Sounds good.
It's excellent.
I hope the service here is fast.
Fine. Let her go up against me then.
Collier, this is bigger than just you. Renee had some very good points to make about how what happened to you can't be compared to the discrimination that blacks have experienced.
I never said it did. And besides, Mary Elizabeth, she's a lawyer. They don't care whether it's right or wrong.
Shackelford's a lawyer, too.
Whose side are you on?
Everybody's. That's what makes it so hard. Can't we drop this lawsuit?
I can't believe that you, of all people, are asking me to roll over on this thing, to lie down like a dog and pretend that I'm not being discriminated against. I hire blacks, Mexicans, and Filipinos because they do the job. Hell, I'd hire Martians, but there aren't any in Birmingham.
And this makes you better than Kern.
Yes, it makes me better than Kern.
And how about your high school redneck days?
Mary Elizabeth, I never dragged anybody behind a pickup truck. Besides, that was over 20 years ago.
Mom? What? This goes back 300 years, Collier.
For Pete's sake, I never owned any slaves. And I'm not going to be discriminated against today because a bunch of dead white guys did. I'm not dropping the lawsuit.
I do not believe that it is possible for a white male to experience discrimination. This is about power. That's very different than discrimination because 99.9% of the time, white males have all the power, and the one moment that you don't, you just go screaming like a baby.
I think it was you who was screaming about some stupid closet.
That was different. That's about Rene and me.
If I walked into some bar in some swampy town in Louisiana and there was nobody in there but a bunch of black guys, you know damn well they'd tell me to get my white ass out or worse. So don't tell me that white males can't be discriminated against.
You